This is the practice test for ratios, proportions, and percents. We're looking at problem 20. In a local hospital, there are 275 registered nurses. 125 of the nurses are males. Letter A. What is the ratio of female to male nurses in lowest terms? So we are given the total number of nurses, 275, and we're told 125 of them are males, but we need to find first the number of female nurses. So we're going to take 275, subtract the 125, and that's going to leave us with 150, which is the number of female nurses. And the ratio that we want to set up is female to male, which means that the female has to go on top, 150 females, to the number of males, 125 males on the bottom. And then we need to reduce this to lowest terms. We can take out a factor of 25 in the 150 and the 125, and we're left with 6/5, and that is the ratio in lowest terms. If you were to use your calculator with this ratio and reduce it, your calculator is going to think this is an improper fraction. It's going to change it to a mixed number, which would be 1 1/5. And then you would have to use your calculator key to change that mixed number back to an improper fraction, because the ratio is always in this form of one number over another, even if the top number is larger than the bottom. This is your final answer. And then for letter B, the question is, if a local hospital has decided to follow a 1:4 nurse-to-patient ratio, how many patients can they treat if they currently have 275 nurses? And we want to use a proportion to solve this problem. The first sentence gives us the first rate here, 1 nurse, 1:4, nurse to patient. So 1 nurse to every 4 patients. And then the second sentence tells us we have 275 nurses, and how many patients are we going to be able to treat. Now nurses has to go on the top, because we put nurses on the top over here, and patients are on the bottom on both sides. And then we look for the two numbers across from one another, we multiply, and then we divide by that leftover number, which is 1, which doesn't change the number at all, and the answer is 1,100 patients.